Thank you, Catherine, for that report. Now, DCP party leader Gachagua has referenced President William Ruto as a war commander, associating these with claims of issuance of Kenyan national IDs to non-Kenyan Somalis and diplomatic passports issued to what he termed as international criminals. Speaking in Nairobi today at the DCP headquarters, the former DP has warned the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and French President Emmanuel Macron against associating with President William Ruto. Esther Diana with more.
As Kenya hosts the African Forward Summit, the first of its kind outside the Francophone territory, opposition and DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua took it as his cue to lay bare serious and wide-ranging accusations against President William Ruto. In a stern warning to French President Emmanuel Macron and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, Gachagua urged them to reconsider their engagements with President Ruto.
Unknown to Antonio Guterres and Emmanuel Macron, we want to let them know whom they are dining with. Mr. William Ruto, a man who is the greatest disrespecter of the rule of law, the greatest human rights violator, a vicious man, a callous character, a con master and a practicing dictator on internship from African dictators like Samia Suluhu, Yoweri Museveni. This is the man who is the real commander of RSF and the primary responsibility bearer of the war in Darfur.
This warning follows the UN Secretary General's remarks at the opening of the African Forward Summit, where he described the Sudan crisis as a nightmare and a carnage spilling out of control. Guterres called for immediate ceasefire and condemned external interference.
As we speak, Mandera County remains insecure and a big threat to the peace in the Horn of Africa. This is highly occasioned by issuance of Kenyan national IDs to non-Kenyan Somalis.
Gachagua has claimed that there are criminals from Somalia, Zimbabwe, Southern Sudan and Sudan who have been issued with Kenyan diplomatic passports and have been housed in Nairobi by Kenya's president.
Kenya risks the Haiti route. Women and children are tortured and attacked in churches with live ammunition, tear gas canisters, and the brutality of clubs and machetes, not once, not twice. Businesses belonging to certain communities are being torched by goons under police escort, and the president remains silent. We have also spoken about Ruto's involvement through his gold and arms supply in the said regions and direct assistance to rebels, especially Mr. Hemeti.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen too, like his boss President Ruto, has been embroiled in the alleged facilitation of international criminals.
International criminals most facing sanctions, drug traffickers that have been issued by passports by Kipchumba Murkomen, the worst Minister for Interior since independence. A man, for the right price, will sell Kenyan passports to any criminal anywhere in the world.
He blames Ruto for the Sudanese crisis, the issuance of Kenyan national IDs to non-Kenyan Somalis, and dalliance with M23 rebels in DRC, as well as the alleged issuance of Kenyan diplomatic passports to international criminals.
The African Forward Summit happening in Nairobi is just a sideshow of Mr. William Ruto to hoodwink Kenyans.
Ahead of the 2027 general election and amid growing unrest and public mistrust, President William Ruto has been criticized for remaining silent on the issue of insecurity in the country. Gachagua has described Kenya as a drug trafficking highway and destination with drug barons within President Ruto's cabinet. Esther Diana, KTN, Nairobi.
A different trajectory.